Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 4. We are nearing the end of this class. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any questions. As we get started this week is all about miscommunication, which is tragic, but something we all experience from time to time. I decided what I would do this week is causes and how to make changes. So for this week, let's look at some causes. Some of the causes are the lack of clarity. Sometimes we can say something that in our head makes a lot of sense, but when we deliver it to others, doesn't really make that much sense. If there are different possible interpretations, we can tend to err on that. Sometimes I'll come up with something that's funny, and I think that sometimes that can be misconstrued too. So sometimes if it's very important, I'll try to not use any humor at all when I'm delivering it. Using a direct communication style can make such a difference because you're just putting it out there. You're not doing things, indirect where you say something else and then dig into it. You're getting straight to that point. That direct communication can really reduce the noise that you experience, and it can be actual physical noise in the background. It can be more confusion noise where you're hearing this and then you're hearing this, so you don't know how to put them together. So that's a good way to think of noise. You can also think of different possible distractions you can have. The noise outside, even someone coming into the room, your phone making noises, things like that. Potentially the biggest concern I have when I'm delivering a message is about assumptions. If you're assuming one thing, that can be really hard because you're expecting the message to go a certain way, and then when it doesn't, your assumptions are still right over here. And so sometimes that can be difficult to kind of bring together and converge. Also considering cultural differences from different cultures, or any potential technical difficulties if you are maybe presenting on Zoom or something like that. Think of how you review my messages, see if they seem unclear at times. So you could think of those as an example of miscommunication at times. So how to make changes. This is super important. We want to have active listening where we're listening to something and then maybe we reiterate that to whoever is speaking. Like, so you said this, you mean this, right? We can also try to make sure our communication is clear and concise. Concise means brief and to the point, that direct communication strategy. We can also be honest in our feedback. I think a lot of times we hesitate to do that because it can seem unkind at times, but being honest can be very important. Being real cognizant of your nonverbal communication. What cues are you giving? Am I smiling? Am I going, oh, I don't want to do this? So think about your nonverbal communication. Also, think about using the right communication channel. Some people are going to receive messages differently based on how they're communicated. And also having a check-in process to where you're checking in saying, okay, we got this, we got that. That way we're all on the same page. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you have any questions, please do let me know. Have a great week.